Hey guys, want to show your support to the channel and get some awesome rewards at the same time? Then go check out my Patreon page where at whatever tier you choose that fits your budget, you'll get plenty of rewards such as updates and announcements on the regular, exclusive sneak peeks of my videos before they go up online, get yourself credited, and receive a special shout out at the end of my videos and more. Go to patreon.com/AckleyAttack44227TV to start pledging today. And don't forget to also check out and consider gifting me any items I have listed on my Amazon wishlist and even supporting me on my Streamlabs tipping page that'll also help support the channel directly. Links are in the description box below as well as on my link tree for you to check out. Thank you and enjoy today's video. Take care. Hey guys, like what we do on our channel and want to see more videos from us? Then not to worry about a thing. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as turning on the notification bell so that way you can see more of our videos coming up very soon. Thank you and enjoy today's video. Hey folks, I'm coming back to Retro GameCon this year, taking place once again at the On Center Convention Center up in Syracuse, New York from October 10th through the 12th. I'm going to be there for the entire weekend and I'll not only be cosplaying as two versions of Ruby Rose from Ruby with her Beacon Dance outfit on Friday and as a ballerina on Saturday with Zwei being there for the first 2 days as well, alongside Barbara from Genshin Impact on Sunday, but I'll be monitoring the cosplay lounge down there as well. Go to RetroGameCon.com for more information. So if you see me down there or anywhere else in the con if lucky, then by all means come on up to me and say hi. Hope to see you there. Hey guys, this is AckleyAttack4427 here with another special video for all of you guys, and well, I guess quite obviously for those who are wondering, given to the shirt I'm wearing, no, it's a non-Jurassic Park, but I'll probably talk about that subject matter for another time. No, I guess for today's video right now, well, surprisingly enough, we actually had a pretty good week when it comes to some new trailers that we actually got for some new movies that'll be coming up, not just right up until the end of this year, but for some of the ones that we're going to be getting right around next year for sure, so yeah, and I guess quite obviously, since after the previous one that I did talking about the announcement that dropped for the Super Mario Galaxy movie that's coming up next year, to which I'm definitely looking forward to seeing, I think it makes sense for me to talk about another trailer for another movie that just dropped very recently for sure. And I know I'm rather late to jumping onto the bandwagon as of now, but hey, I figured now would be a good time for me to finally talk about this for sure, so yeah. And surprisingly enough, it'll be on the movie that'll be coming up in less than 2 months from now for sure, so yeah. And given to that thought alone, if your guess from what I've just mentioned to, let alone the title of this video, makes you think we're talking about Wicked for Good once again, you're actually correct on that, so yeah, but not necessarily the movie itself, because we still got less than 2 months until that finally comes out for sure. But I guess right up until then, right around earlier this week, we actually got ourselves treated to the final trailer that just dropped very recently for sure, so yeah. I figure that'll be something we'll talk about here today for, of course, this video for sure, so yeah. And I guess I knew quite obviously, pretty much, given to that thought alone, I think we pretty much know pretty much my history when it comes to Wicked for sure. I really enjoyed the musical, and if you still recall, right around nearly a year ago, I actually did finally talk about the first movie that we got right around last year, and I really enjoyed it a whole lot for sure, so So yeah, literally everything from what I've said about the first film definitely needs no introduction for sure. I really enjoyed it all the way and really did serve the original musical justice for sure. And for this being the first of a two-parter, I think they really laid the groundwork quite well for this duology for sure. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. So yeah, and I knew pretty much ever since that film came out, I'm really looking forward to seeing what this movie, Wicked for Good, will have to offer for sure, because yeah, since the first movie did cover Act 1 of the musical, we do know hands down that this movie will cover everything that happens during Act 2 of the musical for sure. And yeah, I think with what we've actually got from the first trailer so far, I think they really laid the groundwork quite nice for sure to give us, of course, what we're hoping for, hands down. And of course, with what we got in the final trailer very recently, boy, I think they really stepped it up a whole lot for sure. So yeah, I think with, of course, what I've actually seen by far, I am really digging on what the final trailer for, of course, this movie is actually giving us for sure. Yeah, I think they really pretty much laid the groundwork just fine, and actually provide some new details and footage that we actually got to see pretty much in what the previous trailer didn't showcase earlier for sure, which is actually quite good because, well, pretty much don't want to give too much away, otherwise it'll be spoiling the whole movie for sure, but I think with the groundwork on what they've actually put together for, of course, the final trailer, I think they really do dig, of course, on what it's actually providing us for sure. So yeah, literally, I guess for starters, I think the one thing that I should mention for starters is, of course, pretty much the music choices they actually put together for sure, and surprisingly enough, pretty much it did provide maybe, I guess, a few pretty much songs that were in the original musical that they decided to showcase for, of course, this trailer. Like, of course, obviously we do know For Good is actually pretty much a part of this, which actually makes sense from what I could gather, but at the same time, I really do love on what they're showcasing by far with, of course, No Good Deed at the same time. But probably the biggest surprise pretty much out of all of them is, of course, well, we actually did get a really great glimpse of course, the now confirmed opening number for, of course, this movie, which is, of course, Thank Goodness, to which, yeah, actually makes sense, seeing how it does start off Act 2 of the musical just fine for sure, and yeah, and I guess for the sake of this movie, I think it makes sense to have Thank Goodness actually start off pretty much this movie for sure. So I'm really quite glad that Thank Goodness is actually incorporated into, of course, this movie for sure, and I'm really looking forward to seeing on how they're gonna pull that one off for sure. So yeah. But I do hope, literally, at the opening credits, yeah, or should I say the opening of course, the movie that we're going to be getting, I know it's definitely going to deliver on, of course, at that front for sure, so yeah, either way, I think the music choices they actually did provide for, of course, this trailer really is quite amazing for sure, and yeah, I think I guess surprisingly enough, pretty much, yeah, I guess quite obviously, we do know, Thank Goodness, will truly be the pretty much lively and upbeat song to really kick this movie into high gear for sure, and No Good Deed will really justify, of course, Elphaba being held as the title of the Wicked Witch of the West, and of course, surprisingly enough, For Good would definitely be the massive tearjerker, hands down, for sure, so yeah, either way, I think they still really actually did pull it off quite well with the song choices for sure, and And I do hope we'll actually get more of those later on for sure. Like, of course, based on, of course, a few glimpses from what we've actually seen, we do know there will be a good number of glimpses of course, pretty much the song Wonderful, to which in the musical was, of course, pretty much provided by both the Wizard and Elphaba. And I think we did get a good glimpse of course, what will soon become As Long As You're Mine for sure. And of course, surprisingly enough, given to a one-shot we've seen with the mob over at the Emerald City, that will, of course, signify March of the Witch Hunters. So yeah, and that's just to name me a few from what I can gather as of now, but I'm pretty sure we'll see on how that'll play out for sure for when the movie actually will come out for sure. And it is quite interesting that I should mention the songs so far in this movie that we're going to be getting, because currently, as of now, the soundtrack for, of course, this movie is currently available for pre-order as of now, and I'm really looking forward to that for sure. I think it's really going to do well for sure, and surprisingly enough, aside from, of course, the regular old songs that we're going to be getting for, of course, this movie, much like what Act 2 of the musical is actually providing for sure, they did hint that they're actually providing 2 new songs, pretty much both for, of course, Elphaba and Glinda for sure, to which each of them actually get their own song, so yeah, but as of now, they're only exclusive to the movie as of now, so yeah, but nowhere else for, of course, the stage musical currently, so I guess the 2 new songs, like I said, are only exclusive to the movie as of now, so yeah. And I guess, interestingly enough, for the 2 new songs, pretty much for Glinda, she'll get one that's entitled The Girl in the Bubble, to which I do find it actually quite interesting for sure, so I do hope it will probably play out, and of course, pretty much for her character in, of course, this movie, while for Elphaba, she'll actually get her new song for sure, which is entitled No Place Like Home, so yeah, and you know what, I think I do find it quite interesting and subtle at the same time, because if anything, pretty much, that is, of course, a really good reference to, of course, the iconic line from, of course, pretty much the original Wizard of Oz, which is, of course, there's no place like home, so yeah, you can definitely tell that song alone is actually another one of those Wizard of Oz Easter eggs for sure, to which I'm really glad they decided to incorporate in for sure, so yeah. Either way, there's no word as of now, of course, how the songs on the 2 new songs will actually play out for sure. But we'll definitely wait and see later on down the road, so yeah. But currently, as of now, the soundtrack is currently available for a pre-order as of now, and it's not due to come out until right around at the same time the movie comes out for sure, so yeah, but we'll definitely see on how it will play out for sure, so I'm definitely looking forward to the soundtrack as much as the movie for sure, so yeah. And of course, for everything else that we've seen in the trailer so far, yeah, I really do dig, of course, what it's actually presenting so far. I think with, of course, some of the new stuff that they added in for sure, you can tell there's gonna be a whole lot more than what we're gonna be expecting, hands down, for sure. And I'd be really intrigued to see on how that's gonna play out for sure. Like, of course, pretty much of anything, aside from all the stuff revolving around the music and the songs and everything else incorporating that I've mentioned earlier. But we do know some really big key moments from what I can gather based on what I've seen in this trailer for sure. Like, of course, surprisingly enough, we actually did get a good glimpse of course, the tornado with Dorothy's house flying above it for sure, which will then land in Munchkin Land sometime later, to which I do find it quite interesting from what I can gather, and I'm really glad to finally witnessed that, of course, pretty much in this trailer for sure. And he is quite amazing to also take note on that for sure, because if anything, pretty much beforehand, we actually did get pretty much a brand new still image. Yeah, a couple of new still images given to us from Empire. Pretty much showcasing the confirmation between both Elphaba and Glinda at Munchkinland for sure, with Dorothy's house in the background for sure. And I gotta say, looking at that alone, pretty much from what I've actually seen, I think they really did a bang-up job showcasing Dorothy's house, and of course, this one for sure. You can definitely tell the way it's actually built and stuff, and incorporate into, of course, pretty much the entire Munchkinland set that they've actually filmed it in for sure. It really did feel like it has gone through a lot of damage since after being swept away by that tornado for sure. I even did share it with, of course, a few of my friends and even a couple of my family members for sure. And literally, I guess, pretty much of anything, my reactions does kind of vary for sure, but they actually do fall on the category of, oh my god, what happened to Dorothy's house? So yeah, I think pretty much of anything, I think they did a spot-on job with, of course, what they did with Dorothy's house for sure, right? And you might be wondering to yourself, what about Dorothy Gale? Will she be in the movie? Well, actually, yes. Yeah, I think we do know that Dorothy is gonna be in this movie for sure. But seeing of how there's no confirmed actress who's actually playing Dorothy for sure, pretty much, they did confirm that Dorothy will, of course, be a character from afar, to which, honestly, I don't mind it, hands down for sure. I mean, for a while, I guess it will still be quite interesting to see who's going to be playing Dorothy, of course, this movie, and see how it's going to intertwine with, of course, The Wizard of Oz for sure. I think having her be a character from afar, I think would still be quite nice, because if anything, it still wants to keep its focus mainly on Elphaba and Glinda for sure. Much like, arguably enough, what the stage musical is like in a nutshell for sure, so yeah, either way, I really do think it is actually a really clever move, I'm not gonna lie, and I really do think I really do hope they'll pay that off quite well for sure. I mean, we may never know. They will find a way to actually still incorporate her hands down for sure, but maybe we'll know all the details by the time the movie comes out for sure. Maybe they might do a grand reveal on that, or maybe not. We'll just have to wait and see for sure. But I guess for the time being, I really do think having Dorothy be the character from afar for sure might actually still be a clever choice, I'm not gonna lie for sure, so yeah. And of course, speaking of Dorothy, hands down, yeah, I guess if anything, this trailer actually didn't forget to include a few other characters from The Wizard of Oz that are going to be incorporated into this movie for sure, much like on how the stage musical actually did. Like, of course, we did get a really great glimpse of course, the Tin Man, to which, I'm not gonna lie, actually looks amazing up close. And, of course, a few small glimpses of course, the Cowardly Lion for sure. And, of course, a small little, pretty much a tease of course, the Scarecrow for sure, so yeah. But either way, yeah, I guess pretty much with what I'm actually seeing, I really do think they really have a lot going for hands down with, of course, this one for sure. And I'm really intrigued, of course, on what they actually did for sure. So yeah. Either way, I guess pretty much of anything, for this being centered around The Wizard of Oz for sure, I think it makes sense to finally put all the puzzle pieces together to have it all be connected with The Wizard of Oz for sure, so yeah. I guess either way, I really do think it is actually quite nice for sure. So yeah, I can definitely go on and on. Of course, some of the other pretty much stuff. Pretty much in this final trailer for sure. But then again, those are of course what I can actually gather for sure. So yeah, but either way, I think with what I've actually mentioned, I'm still really impressed with the final trailer for, of course, this movie, and I do know my hype for, of course, this one is still going strong. I'm not gonna lie, and I really am looking forward to seeing how that's gonna turn out by the time the movie comes out for sure. So yeah, we still got about less than 2 months away right up until we eventually do get that for sure. In fact, if anything, I do know Universal has got plenty of other movies that they're already going to be releasing right up until that said movie does come around for sure. But I'm still looking forward to seeing on how it's going to play out for sure. And yeah, pretty much as someone who really still has a strong love for the original musical and enjoyed the first film for what it is, I think this movie will actually pretty much deliver on something really quite interesting and amazing, or I guess in this case, truly something wonderful, hands down. So yeah, I guess pretty much, if anything, I'm still looking forward to seeing on how things are going to play out for sure. So yeah, and I know, literally, I guess, since day one, since they first started working on these movies for sure, I knew I want to get myself a ticket to actually see pretty much these two movies by far for sure. So yeah, that was of course my intention ever since the day pretty much these movies first started pretty much production hands down. And I knew we've actually really come a long way by far for sure. And for this being advertised in saying that we shall witness the epic conclusion, I think it will actually be I think it will be quite nice for sure, because if anything, the first film really did start off this duology quite well. So I do hope Wicked for Good will actually conclude this really epic duology for sure. So yeah, and I know hands down that pretty much of anything, much like with what Glinda and Elphaba has endured in the pretty much in the last songing, pretty much in the musical For Good, I know hands down that this movie, hopefully, if it does well or not, will actually pretty much signify that us as well have, will definitely be a change for good, hands down. So yeah. Either way, I'm really looking forward to seeing on what will go down for, of course, this one, and yeah, I do hope the wait will actually be worth it, hands down. So yeah, November 21st won't come sooner rather than later for sure. So I'm looking forward to seeing on how it'll go down for sure. So yeah, I think that's what I can say, of course, that front. Really love the final trailer for Wicked for Good. And I know I'm still looking forward to seeing it once it actually does come out for sure. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. So yeah, and I guess on that thought alone, I think I might as well end this video here. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this latest video, and by all means, I want to ask all of you guys, what do you think of the final trailer for Wicked for Good by far? Are you really excited to see it once it actually comes out? Are there some expectation of yours that you're hoping for with, of course, this one? Just to name a few. Let me know what you thought down in the comments down below. I would love to know on what you guys think. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest video, and you know, I think I should probably stop this video right here. Maybe I guess there are a few other trailers that I want to talk about in their own videos for sure. But I'm sure I'll definitely save it for another time for sure. So you're just going to have to wait and see on that. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Special thanks to all of my supporters on Patreon for making today's video possible, including my top tier supporters for this month, VD. So if you want to be like these guys and show your support to us, then go to patreon.com/AckleyAttack427TheThomasFan1 to pledge now, do so, and get some awesome rewards within your budget. Hey guys, this is AckleyAttack4427 here. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. Feel free to like, comment, and share if you enjoy what you're seeing. If you like what you see here and want to see more videos coming up, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and switch on the notification bell to get notifications and select all notifications to be notified for when we post a new video. And don't forget to switch on notifications on your phone as well. Also, don't forget to check out my second channel and our 2-member channel with Sam the Thomas Fan 1, SamAttack4427TheThomasFan1 Productions for plenty more content you can't find on here. You can check both of our channels out with the links or by our handles provided on screen. Feel free to shoot me an email with my email address provided, backley95@hotmail.com, if you want to ask me a question, want to collab with me for a project you've got in the works, or if you want to book me to be featured for a convention coming up. Follow me on my social media pages on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to keep up to date with me on updates, announcements, and new releases of my videos, as well as plenty of others I've got with my handles provided, as well as the links down in the description box below. Also, don't forget to follow me on TikTok for other videos I've got aside from the ones I've posted on YouTube, and on Twitch for any future live streams I've got coming up soon, as well as join our official Discord server to see what we've provided. If you wish to show your support to me, then feel free to check out my Patreon to get sneak peeks of my videos coming up before they go up online, as well as getting access to updates and plenty more in addition to getting some awesome rewards within your budget. Also, don't forget to check out and show your support to me on my wishlist on Amazon, and even supporting me at streamlabs.com/AckleyAttackTV/tip that you can find in the description box below, as well as on my Twitch page. And in case you can't find any of the links that are provided, then not to worry about a thing. All the links and stuff are also provided on my link tree that you can also find in the description box below, as well as a few selected number of my social media pages. Other than that, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll be sure to see you in the next video. Take care.